Hey, motorheads and wrench turners, welcome back to my girlfriend's garage. Merry post-Christmas, pre-New Year, that sort of thing. Happy Monday. It's been a long weekend, hosted some friends and family, did some fun stuff, and now I'm back here, which is great. I'm glad to be back. Did a couple things this weekend in preparation to keep working on my motor here. So we'll start by doing that. But also, it's Monday after Sunday night football, and rather Sunday afternoon football in my case. Boom! Yeah, go Vikes, beat the Pack. America's Game of the Week, Tom Brady calling it. It's a fun game. Congrats to the boys. Sam Darnold, fun to watch. Anyway, it's been a very fun season. This weekend, I managed to get... Watching Pat. I got a tool for the future use for a lot of stuff, but I have it set up to remove my pilot bearing. So I struggled with that on Friday and didn't manage to get it with the tool from O'Reilly's. So I think I'm going to set you guys up and I'll show you how easy it is to take it out with the right tool. That's the bearing in there. I was trying to pack it full of grease and smack it out. I didn't end up using bread because I really didn't want to go that route. And then someone said online, or I read somewhere, that there's like a panel or something in the back of that, so the grease just gets goes into the engine, which isn't a bad thing. It'll get washed out. But anyway, that's why I didn't use bread. So I got the proper tool now, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. But we'll back this up here. Swing it a little bit. Grab the tools. Alright, so here's my tool. Actually, you know what? If I go like this. Yeah, so the issue is these little boys need to fit inside this pilot bearing hole, which they don't unless you buy the correct tool, and you can pull this pin out and take off one of the teeth. And then so you'll feed this in there, mount up the tool, feed that in by itself, and then plug that little pin in. Then hopefully, after I tighten it with this, I can slide the hammer and yank it out. So that's the, best laid plans, right? We'll see how it goes. If I put you guys over here, maybe you can see better. My tripod's messing up. There we go. So, I'm gonna go here. Put it in here. This goes like that. Nice. So I think I got it lined up enough just to throw the pin on the floor. There we go. It took quite a while. So now, let's see. Yep, alright. That's a snug. Snug that up. Start yanking. It's coming. I got crooked. And it's just that easy, folks. See, that was literally my first try, but like you have to have the right tool to do it. Oh, I yanked some of the rollers out. That's fine. I just got to make sure we, you know what, I'll bring you off. We just got to make sure that we get that cleaned out real well. You can see some of the pins came out, which is fine. We are definitely not reusing that bearing. So yeah, that's the process of that. One pilot bearing removed. This baby's ready to go on the stand. I think I might set up a hyperlapse again because I'm going to put this on the stand. I'm going to get this thing further. Wrong. I'm going to get this thing further disassembled. And then once this is on the stand, I'll get the rest of the fluids out of it, get the motor mounts off, yank the pan, put together all my parts that need cleaning. And they will go together with those. Can set them aside. Can yank the cam, which will be really fun. Always the best part. Look up the specs maybe. Get the valley cover off and get this fully torn down, which I'm really looking forward to. Glad that came out. Perfect. On to the next. So fucking clumsy. Woo! lads. Little taste of Minnesota in January. Well, almost January. Fog's as thick as peanut butter.
You mean pea soup?
Yeah, it's thick out here. But, where's that? There we are. It's about freezing, so that's always nice. I am on my way to the hardware store to get a 24 millimeter impact socket to remove my damper bolt. And then I also need to grab 2 little nuts to fit on the end of the bolts that hold my girlfriend's damper pulley remover tool together. Evidently her dad needed some spare hardware and he robbed the nuts off the pins that hold like the jaws onto the puller. So yeah, I'm going to remedy that. So yeah, gorgeous around here. Beautiful day. Grand Prix is running well. Saving graces. Alright, well, I'm going to get that stuff and I'll be back in the garage soon. I managed to get the valley cover off and the oil pan, which I think maybe we're on that time lapse. If not, I'll show them, and then if I can get the front cover or the damper and the front cover off, then I will pull the timing set and the oil pump and the the cam, the cam as well. So then the engine would be completely done and ready for new parts. So that's kind of what I'm thinking to do tonight. Then I can box up the old stuff, put that away, including the cam, which I'm going to save in hopes to use on the LS4. And then when that is all done, I can clean up the engine as best I can and wrap it up a little bit with some towels, put it on the stand, and put it in the corner. Then hopefully I can get my hubs and calipers, or rather not hubs, but calipers and rotors, plus the speed sensors off of the K-member, and then also remove the steering rack, and what else on that? Get the suspension off, so then that would be bare and naked as well. And then the only other thing for removal would be I can work on getting my radiators and my AC condenser out, but then also I can get the rear end start taken apart as well. So a couple little more things to do, but after the engine is fully disassembled, we're really looking on the right track. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, cruising. I'm gonna hit the hardware store and then be back at home. Enjoy the fog. Good news, garagers! I made it through the crap and got to the hardware store and the grocery store. Just watching some Mr. Ballin stories there in the back. Whoop! Shout out. Huge channel. Scary stories, fun stuff. But I got what I needed. I stopped at the grocery store for the girlfriend so she doesn't have to on her way home. Got some things to make some delicious, cheesy, spicy corn dip for New Year's. It's one of my many, many talents. And also got some hardware to put this 3-jaw puller together that I can use in conjunction with this new 15/16, aka 24 millimeter. Boom! So we'll yank this bolt out, yank that damper off, this cover will come off, cam will come out. Everyone's happy. Stuff's drying up on the floor. I have a socket to get these bolts out here also. Look at that, those paint marks on those bolts. Didn't move a millimeter. So yeah, it'll be good. I'm gonna just keep getting this stuff apart. This stuff after this. But yeah, gonna get that motor torn down, get these parts off of it. Keep on going. Woo woo! Also, totally forgot with regards to the motor. Much excite. Check over here. Boom! Cylinder heads have been delivered. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So lots of fun. I can get rid of this the shipping form now. Sweet! Yeah, horsepower! Woo! Woo! Hey guys, big moment here. Got everything off the front, as you can see. Cam gears up there, everything. I'll show you that. but I'm about to take out the cam, so fun times. And it's just that easy, folks. All you have to do is pull the motor, get it off the subframe, take the transmission off, put it on a stand, take both the covers off, and then you don't even need a tool to get this out. It's really not that hard. Good stuff. That was fun. All right, gang. We got the cam out. You can see right down the bore there. Anyway, big moment of truth. This motor has 48,000 miles on it. I cleaned the tops of the pistons just with a paper towel. I didn't scrub them at all. They're very uniform, which is good. I'm not gonna take the main bearings off. I still have to take the windage tray and the sump off here. And then that'll be as far as this goes. But checking out the cam bearings as much as I can is very important. Well, you know, you don't really have to check them. You know, just don't check them and they're automatically good, right? But yeah. That'll come next. I'll use the light and see if I can shine it down the bore and let you know what I find. All right, crew. Good news, maybe bad news? Question mark. Got some parts on the bench there. Good news. Got all this stuff apart, which is great. There's the cam gear, which I have a new one of those coming, or here already. New cam, new seal, new bolts. I got a new windage tray. I got a crank scraper. So basically all this is getting replaced, but I'm saving it. Oil pump, saving it, but again, getting replaced. Oil pickup, getting reused. All this stuff getting reused, but cleaned. But we got our official short block here. Why do I keep saying that? Yes, it is a short block. Now it is. With the rotating assembly. Unfortunately, I don't know how well this is going to show up on here, but my cam bearings, I think, are going to need replacement. You can't really see that one too good. Oh, there you kind of can. That doesn't want to focus down in there, but that's the back of the motor. This is the front. It's got this weird, like, frosted coating on the top half right there, and then the inside one you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it through there or not. Second one in has some definite copper color looking stuff. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Maybe I can shoot it through here. Get out of the light. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, thinking probably cam bearings, which not the worst thing in the world. They're not expensive, but I think generally that means you want to take the crank out as well, which means, well, I'm definitely wanting to reuse those bearings, I would think. So I don't want to get new bottom end hardware, and I don't want to take that out if I don't need to. But I don't know, maybe easier to just do that than hot tank everything. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Something to think about. What do you guys think? Hey, motorheads and wrench turners. It's me back in my girlfriend's garage with the Camaro. To replace or not replace? Take a frosty finish on that one. And some copper on that one. Do I take them out and then jet tank the whole thing? Check the bottom end as well? Do I call them good? Do I just replace the cam bearings? What do? Need opinions. Hey, garagers. It is my final update of the day for episode 8, I think it is. December 30th. We got 1 day left in the year. Best be making it a good one, which I have definitely been doing today. Let me spin you around here. Boom, boom, boom. I got parts all over this garage. Luckily I got enough space to bring the girlfriend's car back in now that I'm done working. Got the engine fully stripped down. Bottom end is in there with the pistons and the rings and the crank still, but everything else is out save for the cam bearings. The cam is sitting over there along with the windage tray. But I didn't stop there. I got the K-frame all dismembered. Shocks off. Steering separated. Brake lines off. And the sway bar off as well. We'll circle around over here. You can see all my parts. Here's my stack that's got to get cleaned. Everything is sitting in the oil pan now. Oil pan, valve covers, front and rear covers. And we got the pickup in there. We got the seal's got to come out, but then we got the brake lines to clean off as well. We got the front rotors here that I hosed down, so they're clean on the inside at least, but the outside's got to be cleaned eventually. Calipers, we got front suspension, got front wheel bearings and hubs, sway bar, motor mounts, water pump, damper, sway bar mounts, obviously going to be replaced. Oh, another thing that's going to need to be replaced. Sway bar end links. This one was the good one, and this one was the not so good one that had to get mutilated. All in the name of progress. It'll be fun searching for new ones. Yay, more new parts. So yeah, very productive day today. I'm super stoked with how it all went. And as far as tomorrow goes, or what's next rather, we got all those parts to clean. The transmission needs to be cleaned as well. The bell housing and external stuff like the cross member. We'll set aside my stuff that needs wire wheeling / sandblasting, including the subframe, which we'll see how big of a piece we keep that. Depending on what I do for sandblasting or just wire wheeling, it depends. We'll see how that goes. Steering rack needs to be cleaned up. Radiator and condenser need to come out and get cleaned up. So that'll be fun. And then back here on the rear end, we need to get the gears out and the axles out. Brakes will get hung on there, and then that suspension will come off as well. I might fab something or see if I can make something to just hang the suspension or hang the axle after I get the old suspension out. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think I'll probably plan for a new rear sway bar M-links as well, so we'll just wholesale that bad boy. But yeah, so far so good. Today was really nice. There's the rear there, so that'll have to all be dismantled. Those shocks will come out, and the springs up there will come out as well, and the brakes will come off, and the axles will slide out. So that's pretty easy because this cover has already been loosened and the fluid inside has been drained. That's why it's weeping still. So yeah, pretty simple there. So just a little bit more destruction to go before we start reconstruction. So that's very exciting. Also exciting seeing all of our parts sitting here. I'm gonna have to get that Dynamat out of there at some point, so that'll be fun. But everything else, yeah, looking nice. Needs to be cleaned. The starter will go with this stuff to be cleaned, because I can put that in the solvent tank, or at least clean it off some. I think the alternator's okay. We'll see about that. We'll bring the exhaust to I'll have to drill a hole in it and put a bung in it eventually for the new gauge, the AFR gauge. But yeah, very nice so far. So I think I'm gonna finish putting stuff away here and call it a day. I'm still thinking about those cam bearings. Yeah, we'll see about them. Yeah. Oh well. In any case, have a great rest of your day, fellas and ladies, and everyone in between. Keep wrenching a little bit every day, and we'll finish her up. See you next time.